I'm on my way.
Hello.
It's coming. It's coming. Hold on. Clicking buttons.
Hello, Karen.
Hello.
Welcome. And Mindy, welcome.
Hi, Mindy.
You just made me laugh. How did that happen? I don't even know how that happened.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
What happened?
We'll
Look at me. I'm in the Alps.
figure it out.
Ooh.
Nice. Yeah, looks like the Alps.
Maybe.
Could
I'm
be
from
anything.
Florida. I don't. One snowy mountain looks like another to me.
Like one palm tree looks like another to me. No, I'm kidding. I grew up in Africa. I know palm trees.
Okay.
Tim is
Hello.
joining us. Hey, Tim.
Hello
I
there.
just-
Good afternoon.
I just called you Jim. I didn't mean to.
I don't know nothing.
Welcome.
I'm Sergeant Schultz from Stalag 69 or whatever. I know nothing.
Missed you, Tim. Haven't seen you
Why?
around in a couple of days.
Oh, busy, been playing dead.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hay fever, insects, bites, bee stings. Trying to keep a low profile from the garden because it just doesn't like me.
Okay. Karen is back in the forest now.
I know. I'm just having fun with the effects. I haven't done the live yet. It doesn't really
Hey, you look like a frog.
outline you very well.
Your fingers look like frog.
I know. I'm webbed.
Yeah, I tried them too the other day, and yeah, they don't work as well yet as on other platforms. But I think it has to do with bandwidth and calculation and everything. But it's fun. I think it works. The blurry one works well. The light blur.
Yeah, that's the one I have on.
Yeah.
Now you can see my messy office, but only a little bit. Not as defined in the messiness.
Yeah. Why do you think I have this screen? You have no clue what's behind here.
I always wondered though.
Well, to be honest, actually, it's right against the wall.
Well, that's disappointing. You should have just let us wonder.
Yeah, but it makes it easy to have the same background all the time. Well, this stems from the time when computers and green screen and all of that didn't work as well. So, this is years ago. And so I was faffing around with green screens and lights, and it never really worked. And one day I see this guy on YouTube, and he had this screen plus a plant. I also have the plant. And I was like, yeah, I'll tell you. I was like, I'm just going to do that. And so I did, right? And the plant, meanwhile, grew so big, I cannot carry it around anymore. And so it's downstairs, and here in my studio, I don't have the plant. But yeah, that's why this is here.
I think we need a new small plant so we can see it grow over the next years. And then we can say in so many years, I was around when you bought that small little plant.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's funny, right? The plant would only be visible till here, and I was like, that's not how the guy had it. So I would prop it up so it would be nice here. But meanwhile, it's so big, literally, I can't. It's a yucca plant, cassava. Maybe I'll eat it one day. So, lovely people. Karen is new here on Skool Buddies Live for the first time. Do you know anyone here on the call, Karen?
Mindy is actually in one of my groups, and she is the one that recommended me to do the 90-day video challenge. And through that, I saw the Skool Buddies, and I said, "Oh, I was thinking of joining that group anyway." So here I am.
Beautiful, beautiful. So in that case, if you guys already know each other, I'll introduce myself quickly, and then maybe Tim can have a go, so you can get to know
I'll have
us.
a go. I'll have a go.
Yeah. So you have a little heads up warning, Tim. So I'm Dan, and I joined Skool about almost a year ago now, coming up soon in November, I think. And I got here because I was researching about self-publishing. And so I started, picking out some guys on YouTube that seemed to know what they're talking about. And the one that I then picked out of those three happened to run a school. And so I came to Skool. And then I quickly learned that, how good this platform is, because well, my story is long, but mindset coach. And so I was like, this is great. And so I forgot about self-publishing and started doing Skool. In my previous life, a long time ago, I grew up around the world because my parents were expats. And when I was 20 years old, I came back to my passport country, which is Switzerland. And at first, I tried to blend in. I did a military career, and then I was in law enforcement. So for 10 years, I was in uniform, but I became more and more lonely in that country. It just wasn't me. And so after 10 years, I emigrated to Denmark and bought a brick and mortar store. And that's when I went self-employed, and I've been ever since. And so, yeah, now I'm here. That was 25 years ago when I did that. And now I'm here. That's me in a nutshell.
What was your store?
My store was a grocery store.
Oh.
A grocery store, not too big. However, even though it was like that smallish size, we had 20,000 different items on sale. And so, sometimes people don't realize, I'm saying that because, people, and it was in a tourist area far away, it was in Denmark, far away from Copenhagen. And so people from Copenhagen would come and it's like, oh, this store doesn't have anything, right? And I'll tell them, well, we have 20,000 articles. Maybe one will please you, right? So people don't realize when you go to a big supermarket, how many items that store must have if I had 20,000 and it was a smallish store. And so this store, actually, I grew up in the hotel business, and my parents were self-employed for 5 years. Just before we moved to Africa. And I swore myself I'll never go into the hotel business because they never had time for me and my sister, right? And so when I went and did the store, my mom was like, don't do it. And I was like, I know better, right? And because it's not hotel business, it's something different. But I made the exact same mistake because, like my parents, I was working in the business instead of on the business. Right? If you would have removed me from that store or my parents from their hotel, the whole thing collapses. And when you do that, you don't have a business, right? You're better off working for somebody. So yeah, that didn't last very long, and yeah, another long story. But yeah, it was a grocery store.
Thank you for sharing.
Tim, my friend.
Oh,
He's the tribal elder, by the way, here.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I just come here to listen to Dan. That's basically what I do. I take this is my time off doing anything else that's more involved than just listening. But I've been in computers and aware of computers since I was a teenager. So I eventually got a career in computing, and now I know a lot. And I can tell a problem before it arrives. And I live in Italy. I've been there for about 5 years. And I used to live in England until 2015. And then I went on an adventure to a period in time when Napoleon Emperor was alive. So I'm very interested in the Napoleonic period, era, civilian, military. Anywhere he went, I was trying to go to every battle reenactment that occurred in 2015. And I spent 5 years doing that. And then I found a nice village town in Italy, which has a Napoleonic connection. And they have also events all year round, including winter and autumn and spring, etc. So there's always very busy activities in town. So I came here, got a house, did some outside work, building things, inside decorating, redecorating, and stuff like that. And then I thought, oh well, while I'm here, I might as well learn the Italian language. So I did that all on my own. I tried it. I didn't like a lot of it, and I couldn't find anything that was perfect for me. So I was then learning most of the stuff with the aid of computer and AI. So I've learned a lot about AI recently, and I've learned most of the methods that everyone's got. And I decided to build my own method. So I've got a method that I was following, and then I found a better method. So I can now actually digest and think in Italian, and I can think in Spanish, and my app that I built can do any language. So currently I've got all the letters of the alphabet from A to Z.
And is that what your school community is about?
Well, I started one up, but as yet hasn't progressed very much. But I'm very much, I suppose, an introvert. I don't like publicizing myself too much. I don't like to be involved in a lot of the outside world. I live in a little place up a hill, a large hill. It's 25 kilometers from the sea. It's still in Tuscany, and it's beautiful. No matter what the season, rain or thunders and lightning, it's all very lovely. And I spend only about, I would say, 3 hours outside going to the shops, getting food and back. And as I've been in with computers and online and everything else between 1974 with a computer in some shape or form at home, at work, I find that my natural habitat.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And with language learning, I probably don't need anyone to speak to because I've got my own AI text-to-speech and speech-to-text system. So I can do that any day I like, but I'm very poor at speaking.
You're doing a pretty good job now.
I know, because it's English, isn't it? I mean, that's my native language. So I didn't even when I tried learning, a second language, I didn't even know English really. I didn't know how it was stuck together with verbs and actions and nouns and all that. I haven't done anything like that. Even when I was at school, I was terrible at English, but I was brilliant at maths.
It's interesting because you're born and you absorb a language from your people. You don't really think about it, and you learn it in school as a child, but you don't really think about that either. But as an adult, seeing how a language breaks down, like you say, it's how did I even learn this? This is so complicated. I was during the COVID, when my nieces were home, I would listen to my sister homeschool them, and I was like, oh my God, do I know all this? I didn't realize there was so much involved in our language. You just speak it, but it's true.
Well, I was very bad. I remember the one word, comprehension, and I go, horrible. What's that all about? And then over the years, I've just evolved as an adult speaking to people, and that's all I need to know, because by the time you get to an age where you can pick it up, quite rapidly, because you're immersed in it completely.
Yeah,
being in England. Difference. So, and then I come across like, well, I would like to, and I need to, I want to learn Italian, but I can't do it the same way. You have to adopt a different system.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
I've worked out all the the levers to pull now, and I listen to a lot of podcasts in English from polyglots and some other schools that I was associated with, which I don't really get involved in now. But one of the problems with most of the actual people who want to sell you a service is that they only know part of it anyway. They don't do the whole lot. They don't do from A to Z in teaching someone. They just do what they are used to doing.
Sure.
Okay, I hand the baton over.
Thanks for sharing.
Okay.
Welcome.
Hello.
We're doing introductions. We have a new member here, Karen, whom you might not know yet. And so Karen and Mindy know each other. And so I introduced myself. Tim introduced himself. Maybe you would like to introduce yourself, and then Karen can tell us about her story.
Okay, well, first off, I apologize for my late, for me being late. It's a long story. Anyways, hey everyone. Again, this is Ayub. I'm a senior consultant. I do a lot of coaching for startups with NGOs, and I work with different types of companies in various sectors. So yeah, I've been doing this for over a decade. And yeah, mainly it's about business growth and operational excellence, I would say. So yeah, that's little me.
What brought you to school, Ayub?
What brought me to school is because I want to scale beyond my human capacity. Because I've been the way that I've been going about these consulting jobs that I have is that I have 2, 3, 4 trusted partners that I collaborate with, and whenever I have this big consulting contract that I can't physically do myself, for example, with the UNDP, United Nations Development Program, we had a contract of 6 months coaching 120 female entrepreneurs in underserved regions within 6 months. So that's a lot of people to work with. So I had to bring in 3 other consultants with me. So that's the way I've been doing it. But online, I can do it beyond that. I can have online classes. I can have group coaching calls. So there are different ways that I can scale beyond my human limitations, I would say. Yeah.
Very nice. I like that. And you could even bring some of those consultants in as guest speakers for your community, etc. But
as admins as well.
Yeah.
So,
thanks for sharing.
Thank you. I'm still in the pre-launch phase, actually. I haven't officially launched my Skool community. I'm still in pre-launch, preparing. So yeah.
I was just sharing on another call. It was in the alley, actually. I remember now that I left my communities in the pre-launch phase for way too long. So just recently, I started my 4th community. I think it's probably 3 or 4 weeks now that I registered it, right? And this time around, everything went so fast because I didn't wait, right? It took me a week to gather the people together for the founding crew, then a week doing the classroom, while the founding crew was like, when are you going to start? And then a week ago, I started, and now we're a week in, and things are really, really going well. So what I'm trying to say here is, just start doing it, add people, they will help you grow your community.
That's the plan. I'm juggling many things on my plate right now, so
yeah, of course. Nice. Karen, would you like to share a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I am Karen. I'm in the US. I'm in Orlando, Florida. Originally from Miami. I just moved, well, not just, but I moved here some years ago. And I am a happiness coach. And I've
Made me
been
happy
working.
already.
Huh?
Made me happy already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really. Just hearing that.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice. I've been planning to do, kind of go online, not to just be local, to be able to go online and do courses and workshops for a long time now. And I have a bit of a hang up about being on camera, which Mindy was so nice to help me this morning with the suggestion of the other workshop, the other group that you have. And so that's been really hanging me up on doing YouTubes, and I'm fine talking to people one-on-one like this, but for some reason, as soon as I go to do a workshop or, I just lose all my words. I completely, even now, I'm just like this, I'm struggling a little bit, but when it comes to talking about the things that I know that I can recite in my sleep, as soon as I hit record, it all goes out of my head. So I end up using a lot of notes, and it feels very stiff and not how I would like it to be. So I had been planning on doing all these courses, and I took all the course creation courses and groups and spent a lot of money on that, and just kept dragging my feet. I had Kajabi and it's all set up, but I hadn't done anything. And then I found Skool through Evelyn Weiss. I don't know if you know who she is, but just coming through one of her products, I just fell in love with it. It's so much simpler. It just makes so much more sense than all these, with your tech stacks and your coding and all these different things that you have to do with the other stuff. So I decided to set it. Well, then the Hormozy 3-month free deal, I said, well, if not now, when? That was a perfect opportunity. So I signed up then and looked at it for a couple weeks, and then I got a push to go ahead and launch it. And I just got so tired of thinking about it that I went ahead and launched it. And a couple days after that, I was talking to another friend that I met on here. Her name is Jen Ritchie. And I went to her to ask her opinion, because I was getting a lot of opinion from different men. And I thought, I wonder if women, because women are my bigger demographic, if they see things in that way. So I was asking her, and then I realized, I'd love a place that's just women that are Skool creators, because on Skool, the ratio of men to women, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it's a little bit larger ratio of men on Skool. So I created a second community without even intending to. It's called Skool Hers, and it's a community for female Skool creators. And that's where I met Mindy.
As you were talking, I was just looking for Skool Hers to tell you about it, but hey, you're the one.
Oh, it's me. I'm Skool Hers.
Yeah. No, because great. This is great, because I actually wanted to talk to you about Skool Hers and connecting it to Skool Buddies, because you're absolutely right. Well, I last time I checked, but maybe things have changed. It might also be depending where we hang out, that we then feel there's more men than women. But I think it's about half, or
really?
Across the whole Skool platform. But what's definitely needed is dedicated places that is just women, just men, whatever, right? Mindy has a school like that, so I totally understand that. This is good. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for
Mark,
having me.
welcome.
Can I add a bit of humor?
Always.
Yes.
Well, when you say hers, I mean, there's this thing in England where we used to have this advert on television some time ago. I can't remember what they were advertising, but it's a him and hers. So that was always this sort of advertising thing. And now we've got Skool him and hers.
Sorry, it was my daughter.
You can tell her.
I never saw a thing.
It was blurred.
Yeah,
Sorry,
so basically in the old days, there was an advert on television in England called Him and Hers. So there's a new Skool Him and Hers now. Yeah. Dan's just thinking it up.
Skool hymns.
And hers.
Right. I don't understand what's happening, but my videos are pinned up.
sorry to hear that, Mark, because
Put it on Google Drive then. Try that.
so since we're speaking about the video right now, it's a nice segue. Welcome back, Mark. This is the first time we're using the Skool live stream to do this call. Until now, we ran it on Zoom. And so this today is the first time we're doing it on Skool Live. So I want to ask you guys, how was it for you to join this call? Was it easy, or did you have to jump through some hoops?
Just press the button.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. So what, you just pressed the button and it connected you straight away?
Yeah. No, you have to wait. You have to, well, you can wait. I don't know. I didn't jump into anything because there was nobody there. But then I saw there were 3 people there, so I then went in.
So it
just
gives you
click
like
on the
a
live
preview?
button. You go to the community. Here's the thing: we don't receive a notification when you go live. So I didn't receive a notification on my app or in the platform, which would be a nice feature to have. We get notify members when you go live. So I believe that maybe for now you can make a post in the group that you're going live. That way everyone gets notified, who follows you get notified, or the admin, he just published. So that's one.
Well, the current system, in response to that, the current system is that there's a calendar entry. And in the notifications, you can turn on notification to be advised of events within the Skool options in your profile.
But I get it, like on Instagram, anybody that you follow, when they go live, a little bubble pops up that says such and such is going live. And
that's what I'm talking about.
Feature.
Yeah, exactly. So all of you guys are right? So Tim, the event notification, but that goes out a day before and it goes to email, right? Then
but then you can turn it into your own email and then get another notification with your Gmail or whatever.
Yeah, of course.
So it's up to you. It's up to you to take the initiative, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And use the systems that are already there rather than reinventing a wheel when we've already got several wheels.
Yeah, and what Ayub just said, that you can make a post. I just realized early on in the call that we didn't have some of the usual suspect on the call. So I was like, oh, I didn't make a post today. So usually I make a post about 10 minutes before, so you get a notification, right? So I did this post. It is out there now, which is maybe why Mark didn't saw it. I don't know. But that's what we currently do. Yeah, we advertise it like that. But what Ayub was saying, that people who follow you, that they see when you go live, that actually makes sense. But here's the thing, though. You can limit who can be on a live call according to level or to classroom, etc. And so the notification would then have to be limited to only those members to see that notification. But as I'm also a little bit of a coder, that wouldn't be a problem to implement at all. So yeah, it's worth a feature request in Schoolers. Mention it there and see if they find it a good idea, it'll be added.
Excuse me.
On the other hand, I find it annoying that everybody sees that you should be able to use the live feature without it showing up there for everybody. Because if you want to have a one-on-one, you're forced to keep using Zoom or Google Meet. And I find it really annoying.
Yes, so there, exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about. So what I then resort to currently, now obviously not everybody has that, but I have a community which is a bit on the back burner. And so I go into that community and I start the live there because nobody's going to join there.
So I have to be in there more.
Well, it was with you actually that we tried that out there.
But think about it. That's exactly the whole point of the go live function.
You're right.
That's on the spot. You can show up with whoever is on at the time or whoever you agree to show up with.
Yeah, you're right. It's community, right? It's also right now this Skool Buddies live call, right? The link is there in the calendar. It is not limited, meaning that any Skool Buddy member can take part in this call. But what it also means is that any of you at any time could go to that link and start a meeting among yourselves. So this is actually a
Does that work if you're not an admin?
No, I don't
No?
think so. I don't think
We'll-
so. No, Dan.
we'll try it out. We'll try it out.
It's easy enough. If in doubt, what you should do is
We'll try it out in 29 minutes.
What you should do is have a look inside of someone else's community, and you will not see a go live function.
No, but
I'm not talking the go live. I'm talking
The
about
link, the
a
link.
published link. You know what I mean? In the Skool Buddies calendar is the link to this call. So the test would be, can any of you start that call outside of me having started it as the admin? I think you can.
It's a
I
good
don't-
question.
I don't think so, but you can try it out.
We'll find out. We'll find out. But to go back to what Mindy said, I agree. It would be nice if we could have, initiate a one-on-one call over this Skool live streaming without it being publicized to anybody else.
Hey, Keith.
Hey, what's up?
Hello, Keith.
Thank you.
Hi.
I'm sorry, I missed something. Oop, sorry. Sorry.
Oh, cat.
It's
Good
okay.
doggo.
No
I
worries.
missed
Very
something.
good.
There's a fight going on in front of my house.
Oh,
There's a
no.
lawn man and a mailman fighting in front of my house.
That's not good.
Oh,
So I had to see what was happening. I stepped away. I had to mute it because they were screaming and I didn't want to hear you guys to hear the cursing.
no, we didn't hear.
Lord.
we
Your
didn't hear.
computer is doing all the filtering. We don't see
Yeah.
any.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Going back to that link, I'm going to guess by looking at the actual URL, there's quite a lot of encoding at the end, which is basically, the encryption part that says this one, that one. There's 1,000 combinations. My guess is that when you drop the link, I don't think anyone will get back into that particular link once it's dropped.
We'll test it. What
Yeah,
I
I'm
do
just-
know,
I'm just seeing your observation. I looked at the link and it's got a lot of numbers and letters at the end, which is basically obviously an encryption type.
yeah, what I do know is it's limited to members of the community. So you have to be a Skool Buddies member, else the link won't work. And then also you have to be of that particular group that the event is scheduled for, because this here is different than pressing the go live. This one here is scheduled in the calendar where I select, who can attend this call. But I believe that it doesn't take an admin to start the call. Obviously, it takes an admin to record it or to mute people and stuff like that. But to start the call, I don't think so. But we'll have to try it, right?
Yeah,
We'll have
I
to.
want to try it actually, but let's see. The call in humans, did that already change from Zoom to the chit chat? Is that still?
No, that didn't change. The one in the alley, if you're a member of the alley,
Yeah.
that one changed.
No, because there's nothing in the alley. There's no calendar.
Yeah, there's no calendar. So what you do is you go to humans and you go to the sit-in, which happened on Saturday, and there's the link.
How come I
Published.
missed that one? I completely missed that one. Oh, that
Yeah,
is-
because we did a bad job at advertising it, as in we didn't. But
I-
now
The call from the sit-in last week.
the call from the what, say again?
I am now in the call from the sit-in from last week.
Okay,
From
so you started the call, right?
All on your
And
own.
so Mark could try to join the same
Oh,
call
wait.
because Mark is a member of the alley
Mhm.
through
Yeah.
a Google calendar.
By the way, we tested. It is possible to join the same call twice,
Yeah, that too.
but it
Yeah.
adds a lot of echo.
Get your own echo.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Which
So
means if
that
it can be done twice, it can be done more than twice.
But hold on. Let me
it
think.
shouldn't be possible for a non-admin to start.
Yeah.
No, I think it's right because it's a community thing. If you put community first, if you have that thinking first, why shouldn't the community be able to connect when they want to?
Okay,
Because
Mindy's so
you
uncomfortable.
can-
She said, no, not in my community.
Yeah, but Mindy, you can limit that, right?
Because spammers,
you
maybe?
made this link
No,
only
Dan,
available to a
let me-
certain group of people.
Let me tell you then, inside of Humans, which I'm just looking at right now, I have no option to start a call.
Yeah, but it's still a Google Meet or a Zoom. It's not a school live. I just like to.
Mind you, it does make sense because otherwise you're going to get chaos inside of the community if everyone can start a call whenever they like.
Yeah, exactly. And also the level ones that come in can start a call.
Exactly. There's that too. And you may not even know these people.
No, and I don't know if there's a call in my community, I would like to know what they talk about. It's like you can have a whole gangbang going on there and you don't
Because otherwise it's the same as having an open Discord channel that anyone can just bump into and use at any time they like.
Did nobody notice this before? Because I didn't see it popping up in Schoolers anywhere.
I found a school community which actually publicised an open Google Meet session for about 3 o'clock in the morning. It was every Thursday, so I just kept it open for a couple of days and seeing what was going on. But when someone turned up at 3 o'clock in the morning, there was no one else there.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't know what to do because there were no instructions.
Yeah.
And I haven't looked at it or been in it for like 3 months now, so I wouldn't know what's going on. But the idea was great. I mean, the idea for me was to actually create a community for language learning and then invite people to join as like a webinar at specific times for different languages. That's what I was trying to hope to do. But unfortunately, a lot of people just are not interested in learning any other language apart from the one they're dedicated to.
Yeah, that tends to be the case.
Yeah, well, I can see the purpose of it, but it's just one of those things you just file it away in your brain, and if it pops up later, like now, I'll just mention it.
Interesting.
We'll test this out for sure. I'm very curious. So we'll have a testing session later to figure out who can join these calls and who cannot.
I was going to say that in terms of who gets notified of your call 10 minutes before you start, those would have to be either followers or if you're sending out an email blast, anyone who is on your inside of the community.
Yeah.
But then again, you're depending on them having their email open and seeing it in time. But yeah, that's the way they're going.
Or you add it to your calendar, so your calendar tells you.
Again, however, that's on the user side. I'm saying from the side of the organizer. From the side of the organizer, those are the only two ways you can get to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought I could.
Which means if someone, for example, joined your community and decided you were too spammy and decided to unfollow you, they're not going to get notified when you send out a community notification that, listen, you're about to start.
It's just crazy to think like there's some community. I saw a community the other day that had like 57,000 members. So the idea to have a community with 57,000 members where any one of or many of them can just start a call in your community, that just seems crazy.
Yes, but again, right, this is only true. So my theory, right, that anybody could join is only true for scheduled events in the calendar. So if we have a recurring event with the same link, like Skool Buddies, right? So if the Skool Buddies, right now, this is about the amount of people I can expect on this call. But if it were, Skool Buddies 100,000, and then you have like 50,000, whatever, right? Then I would limit it to people who are at a certain level, or you have to apply if you want to take part in Skool Buddies call, and then I'll add you to that group, and then only you guys can join the call at any time, right? That it can be controlled. It wouldn't be open for the whole 57,000.
So if we log
Hey,
in,
can I
if we log,
give
sorry,
Hi,
if
DG.
we log in
Hi.
500 times, you're going to ban us instantly, aren't you?
DG wants to say hi. Hi, DG.
Hi, DJ.
Hey y'all. I wanted to try to give some input. I know I came in late, but I had kind of this idea for how to do these calls in a way that maybe can still be more regulated if you'd like. But I didn't want to cut anyone off, so
Are you good?
oh, okay. Well, now I don't know if anyone mentioned this before, but I thought about putting in the classroom a, a place that would be level locked. Excuse me, a place that would be level locked, and members who reach a certain level, so let's say level 5, level 6, those that are a bit more dedicated to being interactive in the group would get access to basically a classroom course. And inside of that, you could have information set up regarding them attending meetings. And you can, as of right now with Skool, you can set up a meeting that is so far in the future. So let's say that you set up a meeting for next year, today's date, and you would have the link for that in your calendar. But the likelihood that you would have members going that far into the future, looking through the calendar, is very low. And you could use that link and post it. You either decide to post it under that level locked room for members who decide that they want to join, or you could have a what would it be? You could have built some sort of form, or tell them inside of that place, contact me or DM me now that you've made it to level 6, because we have special live meetings just for our members. And then when you have the meeting, those permanent links are still accessible even if the date is not there. So you can send the group members can come in and out of that room and meet with each other more freely in that way if you wanted to do it like that. Or you could guide it by personally inviting people to come different days. Perhaps you could have listed out in that meeting spot we're going to meet in this open room, and these are the times that we're going to have a meet. But you could also specify that you won't necessarily always be there, but these are the meeting times for those that are at this level to just come chill, hang out. Maybe it's you can set a theme because it's already inside the classroom, so that way you can put the rules there and set the theme, and even say, if you find someone breaking the rules, please, report it, that kind of thing. But these are more trusted members because they're higher up. That's just an idea.
Yes, that's a good idea. I totally get what you mean. To have a dedicated level unlock classroom module link, list the link in there. Having said that, though, you can already do that with the event And so I just want to ask you guys, who's at what level in this community right now? So Karen, you're probably level 1 because you just joined, right?
Yes.
In Skool Buddies. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. And Mindy, what level are you?
I don't know. I have so many tabs open and I want to show you something and I don't want to close it. And I have another one typing a post and I need to start another one. Oh my God.
Well,
One
actually, we actually only need to know one, because what I will do now is I will set the call unlock for this level. Well, actually to level 3 for this call.
I'm 5.
Okay, so it's set to level 3 now. So if Karen goes to today's calendar event, it should not show the link to this call. You will see the calendar event. When you click on it, it'll open it, right? But it won't show you the link.
Unlocks at level 3.
You see? So it's locked now for anybody who's not level 3, and anybody who's level 3 and above, they will see that link.
For next week, you mean?
It's level 1.
No,
So
for
maybe if
this
she
very
goes
call
off the
right
call
now.
and tries to rejoin, maybe she won't be able then? Is that
Yeah,
so?
she wouldn't be able to. She wouldn't be able to if you were to leave now, Karen, and you would try to come back into this call. Even with the link, it wouldn't connect you, right?
Nice try trying to get rid of me. I'm staying.
Get smart one here, huh?
Yeah.
Insert evil laugh.
It's part of the puzzle, Karen. You've got to work out the answer.
This was a test. So
I have another thing I want to throw in the group, and I will need to leave in 5 minutes.
Still, there is a kick from the call option.
yeah.
No, don't do it.
I reverted it, Karen. No panic. And in 10 minutes, 12 minutes, we're gonna.
Yeah, I need to jump off because I have another one coming.
I'm saying it because there's no Zoom timer anymore now, right here.
Oh yeah, of course. You will need to do so the whole time. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's mean.
No, so I now just got a notification from the call that we ended in humans with the recording. What do you say about that?
So are you a moderator, or are you a moderator in there, or just a member?
Just a member.
We'll
At
try
last
it
time
out.
I was going to say, do you guys know that inside of the active call, there is an option for the participants to copy the call link, which they can, of course, then send to someone else?
Yeah, but if there's not if they're not a part of the community, they shouldn't.
No. The only people who can get into a community call are people who are inside of the community. That's a feature of Skool calls.
Yeah. And so
Did you check it out if you send the link to somebody?
What I'm saying is it can help, for example, let's say someone who joined late and is, let's say, for example, disoriented and they didn't realize that the live call is right there at the top, and instead someone else sent them the link and they joined that one.
Okay, yeah. So you can invite in other people who are lower member if they want to join, and they are not. They're not supposed to join because they're. But why do I get the recording from a human's call?
That's weird. When I tested it in my group, the notification for that recording only went to me, so nobody else was able to see it. And I tested the fact that if I were to copy and paste the link in that notification and share it with someone, they're able to see it no matter if they are a member of the community or not. So they can see the recording if I myself send them that link. But no one else received that notification. So I don't know about that. Maybe they changed it in settings, or I don't know.
But this is a different recording. The recording that I'm getting now is Dan saying this is a test. When did you make that?
Okay. Hold on now. All right. So I made a record. Yeah. So you're confused here. Happens to me. Look, I'll explain what happened. Before I started this call, right, on Zoom, usually, I do some testing, sound, blah, blah, blah. so that everything is ready, when I have the call starting. So now here on the Skool Live, I'm like, I'm not on Zoom, so how am I going to do that? So I went to Skool Guides, where I do my testing, where I did my testing recently with Mindy. And Mindy is still an admin in there, and that's why you received that, right? That's
Now
why
I-
you received it. It wasn't. It's all legit. We just didn't connect the dots.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I didn't get the one from Human, so that's good.
Yeah, it was for testing.
Wow.
Yeah. So it works.
Confusion all along.
But we will definitely test that. I want to know whether people can join without the admin. Yeah. Curious. We'll figure it out. So, guys, we can totally mention the name here of that other community because it's a Skool Buddies community. And I'm talking about the 90-day video journey that Karen is going to join. And Mindy is in that community. Mark is in that community. Tim is in that community. Keith is in that community. So if Ayub or DG want to join that community, it's free for Skool Buddies members to join that community. At the moment, we're still figuring things out, but I just wanted to let you know. And what it is about, it's about getting comfortable on camera. Whether you are seasoned on camera or not, doesn't matter to join this community because we have some people in there who are actually very comfortable on camera, and they're just using it as an accountability for themselves to post daily videos to share their journey, right? And so, yeah, people are in there for many different reasons. Others are comfortable, like speaking about anything else but their business. And then when it comes to their business, they feel awkward. I remember, when this is like 100 years ago, multi-level marketing things I joined, right? To some people, especially if it was family, it felt very awkward to talk to them about that. Whereas to strangers, I had no problem. And so in this 90-day video journey, you can even, and somebody asked me that today, you can pitch your product like you're making an ad, but then you just put a disclaimer in the post. It's like, look, I'm practicing here. I'm not selling you stuff. I'm practicing, right? Or you can just share, your everyday life to get comfortable. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that.
That's a question. I asked you
What's
about
the link to this community?
You will find it on my profile, DG. On my profile, you will have the link to that. But now that you know about it, so in order to get in there for free, because it's a paid community, you DM me with the words video journey. And now that you're on this call, I can tell you, I then need your email address with that so I can send you an invite. Yes.
Okay. So in one of your previous posts, you made it to where you can click at the bottom of the post to switch between your different videos. And then in the comments, I asked you about like how you did that, but I don't know if how do you set that up in your post?
Yeah. Okay. Of course I can share that. So basically you're just linking, you're posting a link, right? Like you would any other link, and you post it to your own videos. And so, any post that you make there in the menu, you can grab the link to that post. And so I go to, the next video, grab that link, and then I just put it in my post and link it to the word next. So day one is linked to my very first video, previous is linked to the video before the current video, and then the next to the next video. It's it's just simple linking. And there, this is also something I was trying to share too much too soon. So, we have like 90 days or longer. By the way, some people, they do round 2 after the 90 days, right? So they'll be day 1 of 90, round 2. And others, they even do round 3. I've seen people do round 4, because this is not the first time I've set up a community like this. And so just so you guys know, I've committed to a whole year of doing daily videos. So I have time to share with you all these little tips and tricks. And one of them is that linking that I will share. Yeah.
Did you have to go back and do the link on each post for it to work properly?
When I set it up for the first time, yes, I had to go through all the videos. Now, as I post a new day, I only have to update the previous day with the link to this day, if that makes sense.
Do you have more hours in a day than we have?
Yes, because I sleep more than you guys. No,
Do you
I'm not
think-
kidding. I'm not kidding.
I only got 5 hours. 5 hours of sleep last night. That was great.
It's
Dan, the
because-
other day you were up at 5 o'clock.
It's because, yeah, sometimes I change my schedule a bit.
Oh,
Oh.
good.
Ayub, you're our timer. That's cool. Yeah, we have 3 minutes left, I think.
Yeah, I will go now because then I can still go to the toilet before the next one. So, sorry.
Hi, Mindy.
Thank you, Mindy.
Bye.
Enjoy, Mindy.
Bye.
Yeah, and it's going too. See you guys.
Yes.
Oh, bye, Mark.
No worries. This is good. I have the timer here so we can stop on the hour. So yeah, it might seem a bit strict and stuff, but I feel that the call is announced to be an hour. It should be an hour, so that we can plan our day and stuff. I used to be in a other community years ago, and the call would be announced to be like an hour, and then it will go on for 3 hours, 4 hours.
Mm-mm.
And some people, they then just stay on to be polite, or they feel some type of, so here at Skool Buddies we have this an hour, and we meet every week. So I want to say a huge welcome to Karen. So glad that you're here. And thanks to everybody else for joining us this week. And as usual, I will upload this to our YouTube channel and post it in the community as a replay. And yes, I look forward to seeing you again next week.
Thank you. This was great.
Thank you.
See you later.
Well
See you
done.
next
Bye,
week.
guys.
Bye,
Nice
guys.
meeting you all.
Bye.
Nice meeting you.